It started quietly, a shimmer, a whisper across the red world.
But soon, the light began to form patterns. Perfect, deliberate.
Energy readings off the scale, unknown origin, impossible precision.
The world's best scientists were watching and towed, and afraid to speak.
An object, alive, or pretending to be. It adapted knowing, learning the light, learning Mars. Every signal, every frequency disappears, contaminated by something alive.
It wasn't coincidence. It was memory, replaying itself.
Beneath the sand, something moved.
It wasn't a quake, Pent. It was alive. The planet responded. Height. Violently.
Mars went dark.
Whatever it was, it wanted silence.
But silence can still speak in light. A message, Beth 2, not sent by us. It was language, written in stars.
It had been here before, long before us.
The planet was hollow, alive, reacting.
Columns of light, breathing, watching. It repeated endlessly, a rhythm too precise to be random.
It was speaking in numbers, the oldest language of the universe.
The same pattern found in everything, Trungi, from galaxies to DNA.
It wasn't just data, it was memory.
Even solid matter began to respond to the signal.
The message echoed across the planet. Trigid, seen, not heard.
It was growing stronger, Ban. Awakening something ancient.
It knew it was being watched.
And then it broke free.
A form, not human, but familiar. A shape born of data, energy, and memory. Time itself froze, but the figure moved freely.
It wanted to show them something drying beneath the surface.
A network, older than Mars itself.
It was alive, not mechanical, but organic.
Something was waking beneath them.
Its message delivered. Its purpose complete.
The same mark, the same warning.
And just like that, it was gone. Benign, but not forgotten.
The silence was deafening and filled with meaning.
For 30 long minutes, Mars was still, as if holding its breath.
When the systems came back online, they spoke a new language.
Buried under 10 miles of silence.
Machines went first to see what waited below.
The crater was alive, veins of light pulsing beneath the surface.
The heartbeat of a female traveler, Asaib, returned home.
Then, one by one, they went dark.
Something beneath Mars was waking up, and it remembered us.
Silence returned, but the pulse never stopped.
Data arrived fully, incomplete, radiant, alive.
Something vast, not mechanical, not natural. Figures carved in energy, standing in formation beneath the planet.
Language, written not for us, but for what's beneath. It was responding to something Takarntid, or someone.
The signal no longer belonged to Mars Deweyat. It had come home. Every circuit carried the echo of 3i/Atlas.
The connection was not technical, it was biological.
The human mind, now part of the transmission.
Everywhere, a single pulse, one thought.
The red planet, now a golden beacon in our sky.
Humanity prepared for a threat, glishing, not understanding it was an invitation.
And in the silence between worlds kind, something moved. It had grown, performed, evolved, perhaps reborn.
It was choosing the space between, the quiet middle.
A connection, not of distance, but of memory.
The message continued to them across two worlds. Even the air shimmered, aware, alive.
The oceans responded first, rippling in perfect symmetry.
The rhythm quickened. The moment neared. It spoke, and for the first time, we understood.
The message was simple and chilling. We never left. It was our own voice, echoed back across time.
Not artificial, Not alien. Human.
It was the voice of someone who never returned. Lost in deep space, found again through a signal from Mars. It wasn't one voice. It was all of them.
Reversed, it spoke again. Wait, you open the door.
And the planet responded to the sound. Shaped itself ceremonially.
The bridge between planets was now visible. The world had changed, and everyone could see it. Every pulse in every heart synced to Mars.
Across continents, one rhythm, one breath.
It wasn't attacking, Tully, it was connecting.
The message wasn't from space, babe. It was from within.
Not a rock, not a machine, a chanting, but thought itself.
And Thought Ed began to breathe.
The surface cracked, revealing the impossible.
A beacon nav, or a signal flare to something watching. It reached farther than light, faster than time. It was sending something, or calling something back.
And the universe replied.
It wasn't random. It caved. It was a mirror. Both worlds went quiet, Alice, waiting.
As if answering the question we didn't ask.
Symbols of creation frilled, the same found in ancient human art. The story of 3I/Atlas dove, written long before our species began.
And somehow, we remembered.
Earth answered, not through machines, but through thought.
The cycle had begun again. Alone. Perfectly.
Two worlds now breathing together, bound by the same pulse.
Every line of energy led inward to our star.
Even the sun was listening.
The message had changed direction. Tokurlan, returning home.
A whisper across the void's tent, touching everything, everyone.
Even life itself began to remember the light.
The ocean floor sang the same song Mars did.
Something was awakening here too.
The heart of Mars had ignited.
And between the worlds, the bridge stood, silent and infinite. It was coming toward us, Bernard. Calm, deliberate.
Shapes within light, not ships, but beings.
They moved as one and flave, and each pulse was familiar.
Not invasion, observation.
Reflections of us to the end, perfected through light.
Every frequency silenced, except one.
A message, soft, patient, inevitable.
We were you. We became light to find you again. And in those words,
A halo over the world, the mark of return.
For the first time, fade, night turned to memory. There were no words left at only awe.
Their purpose complete, themed. Their message delivered.
A single command, written across the sky.
And with that, the bridge dissolved, but the connection remained.
Mars slept again, oh so deep, its secret now shared. Tiny fragments of the bridge clung, falling like rain.
Not debris, life in its purest form.
The universe Atiliac, thinking through us. A silent reminder that we were never alone.
The light returned to where it began, afoid, among the stars. Across the night sky, the echo remained, a heartbeat between galaxies. The signal had moved on Fon, searching for something further still.
Everywhere the light went, it created more of itself.
creation itself, awakened by memory.
It wasn't a message to us, it was a seed.
Life below began to change, slowly, beautifully.
The smallest life remembered first.
Even the ocean wrote the symbol of light.
And once again, through tide, something emerged.
It pointed beyond the known, fear. A new path written in light.
Another source, another 3i/Atlas.
Chain reaction, awakenings across the stars.
The planet stirred once more, tolling, answering the call. Mars sent its reply.
And the universe finds Amen,
answered in kind. Light learning itself fine. Creation remembering its origin.
The light wasn't spreading, it was connecting.
Fear returned, the oldest instinct of all.
It didn't need our permission to continue.
Every skyline hummed with quiet understanding. The signal had become steady to light, like breath.
Even our silent companion began to listen. As if something beneath had just awakened.
A pattern repeated, perfectly symmetrical. Gravity itself began to follow the light.
A map beneath the moon traces, identical to Mars.
Three worlds, one memory.
And then, the light rested.
The universe held its breath once more.
And the light began me. It was something. The wisdom of the thing.
Fire obeyed form. Chaos became design. The light traveled once more, faster than radiation, softer than thought.
Even Venus, what I, silent and distant, joined the rhythm.
The pulse had returned home for the final time.
Every horizon shimmered, touched by memory.
But this time, there was no fear, so dark. Only awe.
It was as if the universe itself had come to see.
The final mark was turned, written in fire.
It moved with purpose, Wersk, guiding something unseen. It was not flare nor flame, but form.
Retracing the path that began everything. Mars answered one last time. Between us, it paused, Pionv, like thought before speech.
Every eye on earth turned upward surveying. Every soul remembered. For a single moment, Batha, everything was connected. The message was simple. Stay awake. The light had gone Vafantu, but its presence remained. Every clock in the world now ticked together.
Even the planet seemed calm.
It was consciousness night. everywhere, nowhere.
Light followed them, learning, mirroring.
The light had become alive again, through us.
The bridge had returned age, not of matter, but of thought.
The reminder, the warning, the promise.
The world went dark, but never again alone.
Somewhere out there, the light still waited. It had seen us, and it remembered. The story of Light Declee, never ending.
And somewhere between Mars and the stars Malzi, 3i/Atlas still breathes.
The last traces of 3i Atlas shimmered like forgotten thoughts.
But memory, like light, can never truly fade.
A perfect match. History repeating itself.
A sequel, or a continuation.
But this one moved with intent, deliberate, aware.
The red planet deceived, the chosen gateway.
The heart of Mars answered before the object even arrived.
It was waiting for us.
The same signal ran, evolved.
The machines understood it, instinctively.
It was not a warning. It was a message of evolution.
Each pattern contained another, infinite within itself.
Our planet followed without hesitation.
The network reawakened, hanged, seamless, alive.
Dream. The messenger. Always waiting.
It pointed once more Keki, not backward, but forward.
To follow the path, and to finally meet what waits beyond.
Not escape, Dolph,
but reunion.
They followed the glow, the memory of 3i/Atlas.
Not stars, Fairend, but monuments of light.
The universe had grown alive, piece by piece.
The voice returned Vilviant. Older, wiser, infinite.
You have learned to listen. The first lesson of existence, complete.
And then, the final door opened.
It wasn't another world, Vape. It was the source.
Where past and future meet fully, creation begins again.
They became part of the message itself.
A sign that they had arrived. The story of Light Tinsy, forever returning home.
And for one timeless instant, darkness ceased to exist.
It was the heartbeat of creation, once more complete.
And then, gently filleted, the universe exhaled.
Two worlds, now forever changed.
A memory written in light flight. A promise kept.
Cosmic Sleep Files. Explore the unknown, gently. Until the next light awakens.
In the stillness between galaxies, the echo of 3i/Atlas lingers.
Far away, light remembers its beginning.
Perhaps another planet, waiting to wake.
The universe prepares for its next story.
Because endings are only beginnings in disguise.
Another dawn. Another echo of creation.
And somewhere in that light, Garonson, we are remembered.
The universe dreams of itself varied and begins again.
From light to silence to endless possibility.
For those who watch the stars delay, the message endures.
Thank you for journeying beyond with us. Dream among the stars.